Every year I tried to do a different new hobby, start a new hobby or whatever. And I'd been looking at something different, but I wanted to include some of the people in the area if they were interested. So I came across Airsoft, and I'd gone down originally by myself, and then I got a couple of lads to go with me from here. But one day I noticed some proper army guys from Airsoft kicking the tires in my van. And they said, "Oh, this would be great to go to Ukraine in." And I don't know whether I was my stupidity or whatever. I said, "Oh yeah, I'll go." And then literally, I think it was like 3 months later, we were in Ukraine. So the group actually takes stuff as far as they can get to the front lines in Ukraine, but they need four-wheel drive vehicles because all the bridges are down and the roads are really bad. And these areas, the normal aid agencies won't go to. In my mind, it was all good, and we loaded the van out. Everyone here basically went out then and found every bit of kids' clothing they could, books for kids, everything. We had the van fully loaded. It didn't hit me until all the residents were here waiting for me to leave at a certain time, and everyone was hugging me and stuff. We all went outside and stuff, and then it was really emotional. But I also was like, "Oh my Lord, I'm going now." And one night we were so tired, we camped in a forest, and in the morning I got up and went onto the main road, and when I turned around to look at my vehicle, we were in a minefield. So so I obviously panicked, but everyone was with me, just was like, "Oh look, just reverse out and you'll be okay." But I'd been walking around having a look at my truck, so that was probably a bit scary as well. But it was we seen some, everywhere we went was destroyed and stuff. But yeah, my family said, "No, you can't go again." So I'm going next week. So this time we're mainly going with first aid, with trauma packs. You've got your frontline troops, they get obviously all the medical aid, but the villages and towns behind, they haven't got a lot because everything gets obviously for a reason to the front line. So we try and service all the towns just behind the front line, which no aid goes to.
A lot of us collected stuff to go make boxes, for the children, because he was going to a children's hospital. And we had a collection as well, so there was money going. But we were all behind him, and we saw him off. We gave him a good farewell on the morning that he was going. Very sad to see him go, but very pleased to see him back. We're all very proud of Peter. He's a breath of fresh air. He's got an enormous sense of humour. He tells the most awful jokes, but he's great.